program that's been helping men in Minnesota overcome addiction for almost 30 years. Now the treatment center is open for business in our region. News Center's Courtney Sturgeon was there for the ribbon-cutting ceremony in Rochester. She joins us live in the studio with more. Courtney?
Nicole, Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge is a rehabilitation program with 10 locations across the state. Their new Rochester location is its first treatment center in southeast Minnesota. Program administrators, the Chamber of Commerce, and community members opened the new location with a ribbon-cutting ceremony this morning. The facility is located at the former Bethany Samaritan Nursing Home in northwest Rochester. It totals 52,000 square feet and houses 100 rooms, 60 beds for long-term patients and 40 for short-term clients. Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge programs cater to men ages 18 to 63 who struggle with drug and alcohol addiction.
It's not just a metro issue. There's a lot of people that are struggling with various addictions, and that is true here in Rochester. And so the community came after us and invited us to come into the community. And after doing a bunch of research and looking into it, we saw that the need was very evident here.
The Rochester facility also offers treatment for those suffering from what is referred to as co-occurring disorders, or when a patient suffers a mental illness in addition to their addiction. Some clients of the program are covered by health insurance and government aid, but much of the operation, like the renovations to this facility, are funded by private donors. Brad Watson began using drugs when he was just 12 years old. That quickly escalated into a cycle of alcohol abuse, a downward spiral that included multiple run-ins with the law, and a period where he was homeless. Rock bottom came after he was arrested for robbery last year. He was sent to jail and then to treatment at the Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge in Minneapolis. He has found hope here in Rochester as he completes treatment at the new facility where he's home and far from the person he used to be.
This is like a beacon of light on top of the hill.
Brad knows something about hope after years of living in despair. He shared his story of tragedy and triumph at the treatment center's opening ceremony.
You're actually supporting an individual like me.
Originally from St. Louis, Missouri, Brad's grandmother brought him to Rochester after his father and mother, both struggling with addictions themselves, abandoned him. He started abusing drugs and alcohol more than 12 years ago. He's been in rehab facilities like this one before, but it was the Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge program that changed his life.
When you come into a program like Teen Challenge, which is a 13-month program, people look at that and they see your commitment to change.
He enrolled in the center's long-term treatment program after spending 5 months in jail last year, and since then, he's turned his life around.
I've been able to go out and speak to different organizations and congregations and individuals around the community and give back to the community I've taken so much from.
Those changes for future clients like Brad will begin here, in the workout room, cafeteria, common areas, and private rooms. But for Brad, his journey from drug addict to advocate started in the chapel after he chose to participate in the center's faith-based program.
Redemption is real. It doesn't matter how far down you go, there's a way back out.
Now, because the program is Christian-based, some clients are covered by health insurance and government aid, but much of the operation, like the renovations to this facility, is funded by private donors. Live in the studio, I'm Courtney Sturgeon, KTTC News Center.